Something I just realized is that I accidentally grabbed my fan. So that means that if it gets taken, I'm going to lose my fan, my pillow, and my mattress. I need to get this makeup off. It's like caked on my face. And take it off. I was just thinking about where I could sleep when I'm out on the street, and like honestly, I can't think of anywhere good that would be safe. There is no shelter. There's no women's shelter. There's no, there's nothing for me to do. Hello. I need some kind of lotion, of course, to get the rest of it off my face because it's not coming off. I need that is what I'm gonna take. A melatonin. I just realized that I accidentally grabbed my fan and my pillow. So if my truck gets repoed, I'm gonna lose my fan, my pillow, and my mattress. My favorite blanket, and that pillow ain't a cheap pillow, dude. I bought that shit when I was in Charlotte. I bought 4 of them, and it's my last one. Like, I done lost the other 3, between moving and having to put all my things in storage. And this is the last one. It's called Imaginationarium or something. Imagitarium or something. All I know is that it's literally the best pillow that I've ever had in my life. It is a 10 out of 10. Imaginationarium. Look at my mattress. It's crooked, so I'll have to sleep in an angle tonight. But I can't do nothing about it. Like, I think I'll just sleep like diagonal, because it's not elevated. And back there's like this hump for the seat to set, and so it throws the mattress off because the floor is at a slant going towards the front of the truck, and the back has this piece of metal that's propping the mattress up. So at least I got a mattress, I guess. Where's my lotion for my... What in the frick, yo? Oh, there it is. I did grab some sneakers. I could not find my Converse. I don't know where I stuck my Converse, but I stuck those somewhere and could not find them. So it sucks. Because those Nikes barely... But I'm going to need some shoes for my feet because I'm going to be walking, so... This stuff's coming off. These baby wipes were barely wet. They must have got left open or something. I poured some water on it. I just don't know if it's... I feel like I'm scrubbing the hell out of my face. There's no Planet Fitness near me. And this is probably going to be my new life because there's not Planet Fitnesses everywhere, and I can't just loiter at the same one every single day. They will call the cops, and, it'll be a problem. You can't... I don't know what I'm going to do, dude. I don't know how to explain it, but you cannot just chill at Planet Fitness every day. Like I told you, the one that I frequent, they said that the cops come through there and arrested some girl just like a week ago. And then remember I told you there was a guy that was sleeping on the ground outside of the Planet Fitness, and then all of a sudden I didn't see him. Like, he's just gone. Like, and that girl that was on drugs, the one that was high on pills, she was like talking crap about him. She's like, stay away from him. Bitch, you're the one that's high. Every time I see him, he looks normal. You're falling asleep standing up talking to me. How dare you talk about him like that? Some people don't understand. This girl works at Planet Fitness, was higher than a kite, talking about a homeless man poorly. The irony, you know? Like, people are so screwed up. So it did get most of it off. I'm gonna put some of this. You know, and here's the thing. I finally figured it out. Those people are weird. Most of the ones that work at Planet Fitness. Forrest, you said that. You said that if you're here, you said that the people at Planet Fitness are weird. And I agree. There's several of them in there that are obviously on steroids. So they act a little weird anyways. I don't know if you've ever been around anybody that's done steroids. But, like, they're weird. They're a little mental off from the roids. Like, it's not normal. And they are aggressive, and they have no sex drive. Well, certain times. So why would you want anything that puts you in the position for your dick to get smaller? But what do I know? Sorry, I'm sorry for your penis to get tinier. So I made sure I had all that makeup off, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit more of this retinol under here. Under my eyes, because they're kind of dry. Oh, and on my forehead. My trouble areas. My forehead is thicker than the rest of my face. Ain't that weird? Like, my chin and stuff is soft, but where the sun has hit it, I guess, over the years, my forehead is like, you know, rougher, the skin. I need to learn. Oh, man, paint my toes. I did grab my nail polish. So at the very least, my feet don't look like Raggedy Ann has been walking down the road, even though she has. I'm exhausted emotionally, physically, mentally, all of it. This damn Burt's Bees has about had it. Why they always break and melt and stuff in the sun? They really do that really bad. So I grabbed a pair of workout pants and a workout bra right here. I don't mess with any drugs. But I grabbed this, and I also grabbed my Carhartt shirt, another bra, and another pair of pants, shorts, because I did need more. I mean, I really need 2 pairs of shorts and 3 shirts. I'm going to be struggling every day in dirty clothes. There's my oh my God, y'all. My Converse are right there. I did grab my Converse. Oh my God. Jesus freaking Christ. Those Nikes don't fit me. I might as well just throw them away or give them away because they don't fit. They're literally a size and a half. Way too big. I mean, too small. Like, they literally eat my toes. Like, I don't even have toes in those shoes. Toes? What are those? I don't know. Like, seriously, they're like, I'm rolling on nubs in those shoes. I'm like hooving it on nubs with no toes. Because my toes are curled freaking under my feet. It's so bad. so bad. Oh, I need to charge too. That's another problem I'm running into, is charging everything. Of course I am. Run to a huge problem charging. I left my computer behind. It'll probably be towed by the time I find it or whatever. I need to call and make a payment on my storage just to kind of remind her that I pay my bill on time. Because I'm losing my truck does not mean that I'm going to lose all my property too. Like, it's ridiculous how predatory people are. And here's the thing. I've seen some sketchy ass people up in this storage unit place. So I find it humorous that, you know, I don't know, it's just weird. Sometimes things are just off and you have to pay attention. And I've noticed that she's a little off. So I don't know if she's wrapped up in that stuff, but I would hope not. I would hope not. But also, why is it that you're renting to so many people that have obvious drug problems? I've rolled up on some sketchy shit in there. But there's also some people that rent the spots that have money because they have boats and RVs back there. But I'm talking specifically about the units. There's been times, no, and I leave and come back later. Yeah, I leave and come back later. Ugh. Because they're creepy. Oh my god, y'all. So did I tell y'all that I was on the Stairmaster today and that this weird ass guy come up and like literally like a foot away from me? Like not even a foot away from me. He was like literally right on top of me. I got a camera. I don't know if I'll post it. Listen, here's the thing. Something that I was thinking about that I saw another creator talking about. She said that when she reached 50,000 views, all of a sudden she noticed that people were intentionally doing stuff to her in public to try to get airtime on her channel. That never even occurred to me. But when he did that, I was like, wait a second. Is he doing this intentionally to be in my personal space, to smell me? Or is he, you know, because I know it sounds crazy, but listen, y'all, look at all the people on here, my followers. Look at all the men on here that asked to see my toes. Look at all the men on here begging me for OnlyFans. There's men out here in real life that are the same way. And they will come up to you in the gym and get close intentionally or do something to try to get close to you intentionally. And you got to be careful out. These people are not your friend. They ain't your friend, boo-boo. And matter of fact, your rejection is enough to send them over the edge for them to wish horrible things upon you. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. People are evil. Yeah, so I'm on the Stairmaster. I was really not feeling like working out today. I was really, you know, I mean, I'm going through a freaking lot. I can't believe I got in there. I barely worked out. I think I hit 2 machines and worked the Stairmaster until Weirdo come over and got right beside me. There was like 4 or 5 or maybe 6. I don't even remember. I'll have to look at the video. It was a whole bunch of Stairmasters together. But there's 2 on the end. And then there's a whole bunch of Stairmasters. And of course, per usual, just like parking spots, even though it's an empty parking lot, it's some guy that comes over right next to me, you know, and I didn't say anything. I just immediately cut off the elliptical or the Stairmaster and left because it was just so weird. And you know what's even weirder? Everybody in the, like, the people, all right, so the way that it's set up is that it's these Stairmasters, and then it's the weight bars where you can freaking pick up the weights, and there's benches where you can, like, curl, or you can sit back and do, like, lats or whatever. So, it's right there. So, it was weird because there was a girl and another guy, 2 other guys, actually. And when he walked up to the Stairmaster, I pulled out my camera and filmed the situation and went around, and, like, you know, people noticed that shit. I wasn't the only one that noticed that he was being creepy. It's just crazy that, you know, it just happens so frequently now. And it's happened more the more I talk about it. So that leads me to believe that people were looking for airtime. And I know that you would never, because you're an adult and you're mature, but there's a lot of people that will. And it's crazy. The internet is wild. The internet is wild. No one has respect for themselves, much less you, you know. They're just allowed to sexually harass you even though you're completely covered, you know? That's another thing. I completely agree with the assessment that girls who got tights hanging out their throat because they're so jacked up their ass that it's wrong. But I'm not over sexualizing myself ever. I never have. Matter of fact, when I go to the gym, I stay completely covered, and you guys know that. So it's just crazy that people are so simple-minded that still and yet it's still my fault. And it's not because it's my fault. It's because I won't pay you any attention, and that you're jealous. You know you could never get with me, and so you get butt hurt and you want to come to my channel and spread hate, you know? It's just crazy that it does, you know, that girl that was attacked in the gym, do y'all remember that? She had to fight off her attacker. This was just a few months back. I'll post a clip of it. There were people blaming her, saying it was her fault, that she should have got out of there when he walked in there because she said that she could tell away something was wrong. Like, no, why does she have to leave? Because he comes into it. He wasn't even allowed in there. He wasn't even a member of the apartment complex. He was some homeless man that was high on drugs, horny as shit. And he broke into the gym, essentially. A guy walked out of the gym. It was a woman and a man in the gym working out. The guy and the woman did not know each other. They lived in an apartment complex, and it was a gym for the apartment complex. And the guy was walking out. He opened the door for this homeless guy, thinking that it was somebody that lived in the apartment complex. Well, it wasn't. It was a homeless guy that was more than likely high on drugs. We can look into it. I'm making assumptions, allegedly, in what I can remember. And he tries to attack her and R-word her, and she has to fight him off. And, you know, it's just messed up that people can be that foul to say, you know, that that was her fault or that she did anything wrong. Like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. And, I don't care if she had on tights that were shoved so far up her ass crack she could taste the crotch. You know what I mean? I don't care. It doesn't make it okay. Now, I don't agree with these girls when they're putting themselves out there like that, and that's why I don't agree with OnlyFans, and that's why I tell you guys that I will never open an OnlyFans. If I was ever going to open an OnlyFans, it would have been last year when I moved into my truck. I'm never going to do that because I don't agree with it, and I tell young girls to value themselves outside of their looks. And, you know, by the grace of God, I've never put much weight in my looks. And, you know, for the longest time, I thought that when I had issues with girls in high school and, like, I don't know, just after high school, I thought that it was like they were jealous of my looks. It's only been in recent years that I realized it's never had anything to do with my look. It has everything to do with my character. But the crazy thing is you have the potential to, like, you know, do great things. Everybody does. It's up to you. You have free will. Just because life is hard doesn't mean that you have to become a shitty person. It's definitely going to be harder to do things the right way. But it's what you have to do. So I'm wondering how long it'll be for the cops roll up on me. I'm probably going to go find parking for the night and finally get in. I do support the LGBTQ plus that don't involve themselves with things that harm children. I have a lot of friends that are of the old school LGBTQ plus. I have friends that have been gay for 30, 40, 50 years. So that's a little different than, you know, the new LGBT plus. It's a little different nowadays. I feel like the old heads, they just don't get involved in all of the political part of it and, you know, this and that. I think that they support the LGBT. They support it because they're part of it, but at the same time, a lot of the old heads that I've talked to are not happy with the way that things are going and what's being pushed, especially in schools, because some of these old heads have kids. So, you know, they've lived full lives and they've been gay and then not gay and then gay. And, you know, back in the 80s, you weren't allowed to just be open like that with it. I mean, you could be, but that could be, you know, it was a very more religious place back then, too. I know a lot of people that were disowned by their family over that. So I think that's a little more accepted today, and it should be. I think that if your kid comes to you and tells you that they're gay or they feel gay or they got a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, I think that you should support that. But it's a whole different story when they're, you know, 13, starting to develop boobs, and they want to take hormones to stop those developing. things developing. That's a whole different story, especially when it's irreversible and it could sterilize them. And not only that, they're really not. I wasn't even mature enough at 25 to be making decisions, or at 30, and hell, right now, you know? So, like, it's just too soon, you know? It's way too soon. And I do think that the LGBTQ plus should be supported. I just think that things have got kind of a little off the rails, man. Like, what are we why are we fighting each other? I thought we was love. I thought it was supposed to be peace, love. You know, I thought we were fighting for happiness. It's not that anymore. It's just crazy. And then you see these people out here half naked at the Olympics with their nuts hanging out, and it's like, whoa, this is intentional. It's all right. It's not all right, you know, and the blatant disrespect to God, it's not all right. But I think a lot of people take me the wrong way. I don't hate anybody. I genuinely care about these kids. I'm telling you right now, y'all have seen pictures of me. Y'all seen that I had a freaking mullet, like, bowl cut. I was a tomboy, okay? I had all brothers. I have all brothers. And I was a tomboy, and I was rolling around in the woods, and, you know, I wanted to be a little boy at one point. And for many years of my life, I didn't even have long hair, because I mean, that doesn't mean go cut my tits off. And, you know, not until I'm at least maybe 20. I mean, can we just, like, hold off for a little while? Can we just not make any rash decisions? You know, I've made so many rash decisions in my life, and look at my life. Look at my life, because I made poor decisions when I was that same age. Not everything has to be instant gratification. As a matter of fact, abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Sometimes it's like, you know, the weight that makes it great, you know. And I just think it's ridiculous that they charge $70,000 for these surgeries that are mutilating people. I mean, how many people are going to be affected before maybe we need to perfect it? Maybe we need to stay with this for now since it's not working. Maybe we need to try a different method. I understand that you want to get this done. I think that it would be great for people who are serious about transitioning. I think it would be great for them to have an option that's not going to put their life at risk, and they're not going to have to go through all of these unnecessary procedures every day to make things, you know, okay. Like, I don't know if you guys know, maybe we can, if you're interested in that, we can have a serious discussion about it, but I would have to seriously, like, look into it and get my facts right. But from my understanding, it's not an easy process to do these sex changes. And not only that, it's kind of temporary in a way, unless you stay on top of the medical needs of that procedure. There's still medical needs you'll need after the procedure. It's not a one and done and then you're a woman. It doesn't work like that. And I think that doing something like that at a young age, like Jazz did, you know, Jazz did it. Jazz Jennings, she had an operation, and she'll never be able to get her penis back. And it's absolutely her parents' fault. It's TLC's fault. It's, you know, they broadcasted this 7-year-old child. But that's not abuse. She's had doctors, therapists, psychologists, her family, her parents, everybody in her face telling her that she's a her since she was, 7-year-old little boy. She was born biologically a boy. I mean, it's crazy. And then we find out that, she's putting on all of this weight because she's depressed. Then she comes out and admits that she's attracted to the opposite sex now and that she doesn't even feel comfortable in her body. And you can't go back. You can't turn back the hands of time. There is no going back. There is no fixing that. It's impossible. And it's not fair. And kids have been duped. A lot of adults have been duped. I saw another woman, Candace Owens, sat down with a woman. If you're genuinely interested, you can go see it on Candace's channel. I'm sure if you just type in Candace Owens trans regret, it'll pop up. It's a woman. She's beautiful. I want to say she's Latina, but I don't know. She's like, you can tell that, you know, her cheekbones are a little higher and her features a little more like her nose is more prominent, but she's beautiful. And she talks openly about how she was brainwashed from an early age into doing these operations and how it was the biggest regret of her life. And, you know, she's still going by her and she's still identified as female because, I mean, essentially that's the best option for her at this time. I'm just glad that this stuff wasn't around when I was age, because I probably would have fell for it after all of the sexual abuse that I've been through. We're seeing a lot of these trans, you know, boys, they have a history of sexual abuse. It's statistics. It all flows back together, y'all. You know, being a victim of childhood sexual abuse leave open to harming yourself in many forms. And just like I harmed myself with drugs and being promiscuous and all of these bad things, in my opinion, some of these medical procedures could be damaging to young people. And I just hope that you know that you're worth it. You don't have to do that to make others happy. If you're going to do it for yourself. Don't do it because someone else is motivating you to do it. Don't do it because you might make more money as another gender. Don't do it for the wrong reasons, because you're not going to be happy with it. If you're doing it, just make sure you're doing it because you truly want a life and the freedom of, you know, of not being confused anymore. Because to a lot of people, this is a life choice that ultimately is going to end in their happiness or not. Like, feel like they have to do this in order to be happy. And I understand that body dysmorphia is a real thing. And maybe some people, transitioning will really help them. If they feel like transitioning helped them, what is the problem with it? I see no problem with it. That's not my business. If it's going to help them, let them damn do it. Please. I want them to be happy. I want them, you know, to feel comfortable in their body. I want them to be accepted by people as well. And when I see trans people in public, I treat them with the same respect that they give me. And I've never really had an issue at all. That one freak out at that Dollar General where that lady went in looking for a spatula. But other than that, you know, I've never really had an issue. I do get kind of you know, and here's me, because I'm so Southern, and we have Southern hospitality. We're like, ma'am, sir, how you doing? How you doing, honey? If I see like Starbucks specifically, if I see dude that's dressed up and he's got like makeup on, I know that you're not supposed to assume that he wants to be called her, but if I see your name tag has a girl's name on it, I'm going to say her and show you that respect. And every time I've done that, I've never had any issues. I don't see the problem with showing respect to anybody that wants to be called whatever they want to be called. But at the same time, you know, think we should have litter boxes in schools for furries. You know, we got to draw the line somewhere. We got to draw the line somewhere. For real. That's crazy. I can't believe they were even negotiating doing that. Apparently there was high school students that like petitioned to have litter boxes in the schools because they identify as animals. There's a whole subgroup of people that identify as animals. They're called furries, thurins. I mean, they're called several things. Don't ever assume, because, you know, listen. Oh, Lord. I mean, it's just a lot, you know, I'm old. I'm old. It's just a lot. I'm literally going to have a panic attack thinking about it. Oh, Lord. It's a lot. But I am going to bed. I just hope my mattress is like... I hope my mattress... I think I'm going to scoot it up more. I think if I pull it up... Here, let's see if we pull it up. Yeah, I think if I pull it up more, I can even it out more. I got my window covers. I hate that I didn't even realize I brought all this stuff. This is not good. Those clothes will fold up and go in my book bag. But the 2 pairs of shoes, maybe I can just drop those off at a Goodwill nearby or something tomorrow. Those Nikes. I'll just do that. I'll just donate them to Goodwill. But y'all have a good night. I'm safe. I'm somewhere safe, and I have, like, parking for the night, so that's good. We'll talk tomorrow sometime. I'm probably gonna, like, I don't know what to do tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe go to PO Box. Like, I don't know. Maybe go talk to my bank again. Maybe I can go talk to my bank or something. I don't know. Anyways, y'all be safe out there. I'm about to take my butt to bed. I'm going to get my parking spot. And y'all have a safe night. I got my window cover up in the back too. I did find those. So all my windows are covered. So that's good. That was my biggest concern. That's really what you want, is somewhere to sleep and window covers so nobody can see in your car. A towel, some shampoo, and a set of clothes, and that's really all you need. But, like, I can't have a mattress when I'm in the city and, you know, walking down the street. I don't know what I'm going to do. It is what it is. But I love you guys, and we'll talk tomorrow. Y'all be safe tonight. Pray for me, because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for y'all. Bye, y'all.